Welcome back to Sunday Supper Club, episode, I think 4. We got a couple of, this is just for silliness. This is like the behind the scenes of how I'm doing the shorts for Sunday supper, and basically, you know, no filters. Anywho, we got a couple of things going on. We already poured the wine. Wine is necessary for cooking at home. And we have lamb here. I want to make the viral steak, kebabs, like pan-sheet kebabs. I tried the recipe this week and I really liked it. I did it with ground beef, and so this time I actually got lamb. So we have lamb over here. Let me show you guys. I already did it for the shorts, but basically we have salt, pepper, cumin, paprika, oregano, and I did some chopped parsley and a little bit of chopped rosemary. You know what? I might add some honey in there. Let's see. I'm gonna add some honey in there. I just think it'll give it something else, something a little bit sweet, since the lamb is so rich. I also wanna make my own tzatziki sauce or tzatziki dip. You know, the cucumber with the Greek yogurt. I love that. I'm obsessed with that every time I go to Greek restaurants. Like, I love tzatziki. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Anywho, let's get started. Let me show you the best lighting in the house. Unfortunately, it's on our dining table and not on our countertops, like on the island. And so this is where I like to do the shorts. So I'm grinding the cucumber for the tzatziki. It's just the best lighting. It makes such a difference, but it's here. So I have to take it to the dining table, and sometimes I film here. I never did that before at the beginning. Like, I thought people just filmed anywhere, and you know, lighting is so important, like I said. Anyways, let's grind this up, and then we'll add it to our yogurt with the lemon. Oh my God, I love the freshness of tzatziki in the summer, of that yogurt cucumber dip. It's so good. Oh, and it has garlic too. It's so good. So the most important part with this is getting a towel and straining the juice, like all that, the water from all the cucumber, because if not, you have a watery dip. So this is tedious, but it's important. I find that it's so much better to make your own than like store-bought. Being a little picky there, but I mean, sometimes I'll do store-bought, but it's not my favorite. Or of course, if you go to a Greek restaurant. So I just strained it for the shorts video, you see, and it still has liquid. I tried to do this with a paper towel and it was a fail, so don't use paper towel, use an actual kitchen towel. Okay, now that it's all grated and we got the cucumber juices out, the cucumber water out, we're gonna do some salt. Let me film it for the shorts right here. I'm gonna do some salt, sprinkle it with salt. And then I'm gonna do Chobani Greek yogurt plain. It says 1 cup, but I like to do half or 3/4. And then some minced garlic. It says 1 clove, but usual recipes, but I love 2 cloves or 3 because I love I love garlic, sorry. I love garlic and I can't have enough. Oh my God, it gets stuck down here. There we go. Let's do the lemon. Okay. This is key. You have to add olive oil. Okay. I apologize to any Greek people out there. This is the recipe that I got. I'm not sure if it's 100% authentic or not, but this is what I like. Let me know if I can fix this in any way. I would do the same. Every time I see people eating Cuban food and they add black beans to yellow rice, I'm like, no guys, we don't do that. But I don't feel offended, we don't do that. There it goes, so good. Hi, so our oven is preheated to 400 degrees and we're getting this and lining it with parchment paper, and I also sprayed it with this avocado oil spray. Let's take off our rings so we can mix this. I washed my hands and we're gonna mix all this lamb. All right, giving it a good mix. And we're gonna make it into a little square rectangle shape. And then we're gonna give it little cuts. So it could look like Cheeto strips, like little, you know, I wish that was what we were having. Oh my God, I love Cheetos. Oh no, I love Greek food, to be honest. It's my second, I think Mediterranean would be my my favorite type of food, because my first is anything Asian, like sushi, dumplings, and things like that. Okay, so we're gonna place it here. There we go. Can you guys see that? There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna film this part for the shorts. So now we're just gonna pat it down, and it should be maybe half an inch, if anything. But when I tried the recipe, once it's cooking, it shrinks up a bit and gets thicker. So I think I might make it thinner this time. So I'm gonna stretch it out. There we go. And now kind of make it into a square rectangle situation over here. Like that. Some people have that like paddle thing where I just use my hands. That is fine. Very thin, because it's gonna shrink back up, like I said, as it goes cooking. Okay, there we go. Now let me wash my hands, and we're going to cut. We're gonna cut it. Oh my God, the lighting here is not the same. Hopefully it comes out good. So we're gonna do little strips like this. You're gonna go all the way down. Kind of like how Cheeto slices look. I mean, if I can't have a Cheeto, or I don't wanna go get it, I guess right now I wanna stay home, might as well do this. So cut all the way down, little strips, and then we're gonna cut it again in the end. Like this, you see? Some people like to add texture and they'll go like this to it, you know, just to add a little bit of kind of like if it looks like the meat where what's that called, where they do the whole stick and it's standing, and you know, where the kebab places. That looks so cool, so delicious. All right, let's pop this baby in the oven. Okay, little break time. See if you guys can see me. Little break time. We set a timer for 15 minutes, and then the last 5 minutes we're going to broil it so it can get like that really crispy exterior. This is, what kind of wine is this? This is, there you go, I couldn't remember. It's a Bonanza Chardonnay. I love Chardonnay. I think it's my favorite white wine that's not sparkling. Bonanza is a really good daily, well, maybe not daily, I'm trying to cut back. Maybe like weekday, like once or twice a week, and a weekday, or maybe a Friday. I don't know. I'm not here to judge your drinking preferences or your schedule, but I like that it's not an expensive wine, but yet it's so rich, it's so buttery. And the reason I know Bonanza is because of their red wine. I started with the red wine, I loved it, it's super smooth, and then I just tried the Chardonnay today, and it's really buttery. I really like it. For the price tag, it's really good. Okay, I'm gonna hydrate a little bit. I always drink 1 glass of wine to 1 glass of water. I try to do that, just don't want a headache the next day. That's life in your 30s, right? And the Tzatziki's done. I think it's Tzatziki. I don't think we pronounce the T in front of it. Okay, like I said, forgive me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Tzatziki is done. I still have half a cucumber, a tomato, and some sliced onion, some sliced red onion that I'm going to add to top it with. And I got some garlic naan. I'm not gonna make naan, maybe further along the line, but I'm really intimidated by making any type of breads. I'm a home cook. I am not a chef. Breads intimidate me. My first bread that I would like to try is making a focaccia. We'll see when that happens. But for now, we have our garlic naan from Whole Foods. I'm just gonna toast it, and then we're gonna place the meat and top it with all this goodness. We just lost our good lighting. It got really gloomy really quick today. And so, not good lighting right now, but that's okay. I guess we'll have to work with what we have. I'm gonna chop up this, just roughly chop this tomato to put inside like our little It's not a pita, it's the naan. Last time I used pitas and it was also good. Anyway, it's been a little quiet around here because we're planning a Euro trip. We're going on a little European cruise. My daughter requested that this year. I always like to get the kids' input, like what they want to do versus what I want to do, and see if it works out. And so we've been preparing for that. We've been booking our excursions and whatnot. We're still missing one hotel, and we're like 24 days out. And so I don't like this little part. I always throw it out. I don't know if I should be eating it or not, but I don't like it. And so that's why it's been a little quiet. I miss Disney so much. I'm trying to convince my husband to make the 3-hour drive, 3.5-hour drive, and maybe we can go. This cutting board is a little small right now. And maybe we can go next weekend or the one after that. But I miss Disney. That's why I haven't been making any Disney reviews, because we've been preparing for this trip. It's on Legend of the Seas, and we're gonna be the first people officially. Like, I think it did like, I think some people were sailing on it, like I think like family members and people from the crew were sailing on it, but like its first initial voyage with passengers is gonna be us. When I booked it, I didn't realize that. It wasn't on purpose, but I think it's gonna be cool. Here we go, to be one of the first ones on board. And just take a little, we've been to most of these cities in the Mediterranean, but this time it'll be more relaxed. We won't have to be staying there. We won't have to be taking trains every 3 days. So a Mediterranean cruise is always a bit more relaxed as opposed to staying in Europe. We've done both already. And I thought it was a good idea just to chill and to get a lot of food content for you guys. Let's check out our spread. Oh my God, it looks so delicious. And, oh, my napkin. Told you it was a little bit behind the scenes. I spilled some stuff right there. We're waiting for the meat to cook, and then I'm gonna toast our naans. They're over here. I think I'm just gonna toast them in the air fryer. I think we should be good. Okay, so now we're just gonna toast our garlic naan. We're gonna set it to toast, and I like to keep an eye on them. I can't live without this air fryer, the Tzatziki Dome. It fits an entire pizza in it. I heard the Ninja one is really good too because it has different compartments for like different types of food at the same time. But this, I've had it for a few years now, and I absolutely love the Tzatziki Dome. Highly, highly recommend. Our meat is almost done, so I'm preparing for it. Once it's broiled, I can't even talk. Once it's broiling, whatever, you have it set to broiling. I can't say it. Anyways, once you have it set to that, you have to keep an eye on it. This is where it can burn, but you still want that crunchy exterior. Just checked on it and it's almost done. There should be a lot of liquid. I took some out. That's normal with this recipe. So if you want to take out some liquid midway, you can. That's what the parchment paper is for. Don't be scared. This is what it looks like. It's perfectly fine. Alexa, stop timer. I already took out the meat. It's not burnt, that's just the parchment paper, but that only happens once you once you broil it at the end. That's how it's supposed to look like. So I'm gonna remove the parchment paper and just put it on here. Let's see, it's so tender. Like, look at it, it just slides off. Perfect, and it's thin, just how I wanted it. I made it thinner than last time. There we go. Perfect. So now that our meat is done, we're just gonna cut it into little strips, just like this. Just a little strip like that, you see? Just a little strip. Oh my God, it looks so good. And it's thin. I like thin meat. I don't like that really thick, like chewy meat. That's not for me. I think if you're gonna serve maybe 4 adults, do 2 packs of these. We have kids, so this is enough, but it won't have a leftover, which is fine because it's it's the weekend, whatever. But yeah, if you want for more adults, I would do 2 packs of these. We have our garlic naan perfectly toasted in the air fryer. Okay, so now we're gonna fill it with our toppings. Okay, topped it with the meat. And now we're gonna go in with our tzatziki. Look how beautiful it looks. It looks really good. Oh, I want to make this lighter. Don't use a garlic naan or a naan at all. Use maybe a whole grain pita. Okay, some cucumber. A little bit of red onion, if you will. Some feta. I like to add Cholula. You guys, if you've been following for a little bit, know that I absolutely love Cholula. So let's add her in. I love Cholula with everything, doesn't matter. Ooh, there we go. Oh man, oh it looks, there's my cat. I knew he was gonna get here at some point. Hi cat. Hi. Now I'm gonna film for the shorts, the first bite, and for you guys as well. Let's see, turn it on. Oh my God, it looks spectacular. I mean, not because I made it, but it looks spectacular. Let's see if I could get like a bite of everything, maybe this side. Whoa. Oh. It is spectacular. It is, I think this is the closest recipe to having like a gyro at home if you're not Greek or if you don't know how to make an actual gyro, like the meat on the stick or a kebab. I think maybe it's like trying to imitate a kebab. Oh my God. It is spectacular. Oh my God, look at that side. So good.
It's good?
Yeah, it's really good. Okay. Guys, look who's here. Look who's here. Look who's here. He is trying, look how close he is to eating my stuff. My stuff is here and he is here. I'll give you a little tiny piece, but not of the spicy sauce, okay? And guys, with that, I leave you with the 4th episode of Sunday Supper. I hope your weekend is full of good wine and good homemade food, relaxing at the house, and romanticizing staying in once in a while, right? Have a happy weekend, and I'll see you soon for episode 5. Bye.